So the goal is to get Patrick Mahomes a very good defense, and the Kansas City Chiefs knew exactly who to draft. So it's no secret that Patrick Mahomes is going to be probably the greatest quarterback of all time. But a way to make that happen is by putting these monsters on his defense. And the Kansas City Chiefs knew exactly who to draft. Now, I'm going to be honest, on draft night, I wasn't the happiest person about this pick, but that was just me being a spoiled brat. I seen Joey Porter Jr. there and Brian Branch, and I'm like, these dudes gonna be superstars. Why we take Felix? But after things settled in, I did a lot of research on Felix. I love the pick. I actually love the pick. Reminds me of the George Karlaftis pick. I think Felix could come in and do something. I mean, it's going to be hard because Charles Omeni, who's there, George Karlaftis is there, but I do think Felix can make some type of noise. And he's the Spags type of defensive end, right? And I know y'all like show some Felix clips. I'm not trying to get copyrighted. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to show y'all Mahomes. I am sorry. But Felix, Anu Dyke, Usama, 6'3", 252 pounds, and not even just about the NFL, like being from Kansas City, going to Kansas State and getting drafted to Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City is honestly something that only a kid could dream. Anybody, like only a kid that's focused could dream of, man. Like me, I play football and I would love to get drafted to like, my hometown. So seeing him get drafted to his hometown, I know that brought him a crazy amount of joy. And that gives him another reason to play good and perform and show out, because look, you're in your hometown, so you're gonna play good. Well, that's at least what I think. But in college, he had a year in 2021 where he got 11 sacks with 14.5 tackles for losses. Now, that's one thing I like about his game with 6 forced fumbles, that he could stop the run. He stops the run pretty well. He's very good in engaging into the run, and he could still give you some sacks with that as well. I think what Spags is trying to do is get versatility on the defensive line. He want D linemen that could play. He want defensive tackles that could play edge. And he want edge rushers that could play defensive tackle. And I do think Felix could take some defensive tackle snaps. And yeah, in his last season, he got 11 tackles for loss. That's not bad with 8.5 sacks. So we're gonna be getting into some teams that he have won against, some very good teams that he's shown some great performances against. And I do think Felix could work out our system, like I said, because he's just perfect for Spags. And I made a mistake. He's actually 6'4", 255. That's post-draft height and weight. But, yeah, man. It's going to be hard to really stop what the Chiefs is doing. Having all these strong wrecking balls on the defensive line is going to be hard for other offenses. And Felix is also fast. He's not one of them slow dudes. He has a lot of explosion off the edge. And he's fast and he has quick feet. So that's going to be very, very exciting to watch, man. Him and George Karlaftis, if we could see that with Charles Omeni as well, that's going to be very exciting to watch. And it just makes you excited for the next season to see all these new pieces play. That's how I felt last year. But this year, the urge to just see the NFL is really killing me. It is really killing me. So his best game was against Texas Tech. Now, I know Texas Tech isn't the best team. Like I said, he still needs some development. He got a sack against Alabama, but he still needs some development. Like, he has the motor, he has the skill, he has the athleticism, but he's going to still need some very good coaching, like how Karlaftis needed. And I do think it's very achievable against TCU. He had 4 sacks. So I think he's a very good player. So, yeah, man, like, Andrew Dyke, yeah, his strength, let's just call him Felix. His strength is very good. Like he's very strong. He has a long frame, and his run defense, like I said, it's really good. I think it's really good. But a lot of people say, okay, he needs better fundamentals when it comes to his run defense. But at a college level, in my opinion, he has some very good run defense. And his pass rush approach is honestly very good. He has a good bag when it comes to using different moves to get past the offensive linemen. So that's going to be fun with Spags to see what he does with that. And, he has the urge to be that playmaker. And he has that energy. And that's what the Chiefs love, man. They just love players that want to be playmakers, that have that energy. And it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a certain energy that the Chiefs defense have. And if you don't have that energy, you can't be in the defense. If you look at all their players, they have this certain energy. Like, it's honestly hard to explain. You just have to be a Chiefs fan watching every game to know what I'm talking about. But Felix, man, his NFL rush potential is gonna honestly make him an NFL starter at one point because he has too much potential. He's big, he's fast, he has a deep bag. So I just can't wait to see what he does. And like I said, man, he plays with a high level of intensity and urgency. His pre snap rush plans, the way he just executed, it's just very good. It's just very good. And the different rush approaches that he have is like a buffet, bro, because he could literally choose anyone at any time. Whatever he want to hit you with, he gonna hit you with. And the fact that he can hit you with different things you're gonna have to be a good offensive lineman to not even allow a pressure against him. Because last season, George Karlaftis didn't start getting sacks until the mid-season, but he was getting a lot of pressures. I could see that being a Felix situation, but you never know. He might actually finish it. But the way he just uses his length as a bull rusher as well, it's gonna be very hard to stop him. And if they could just develop him right, coach him right, then I could see this working out very well. And the way he just explodes into the tackle's pads with his heavy hands, he pushes him back pretty far. So, and he also can make some great tackles. Like, it's very impressive how he can make some crazy tackles from certain angles. But he's gonna be very good. And even though that he doesn't have much starting experience, he is a very savvy rusher. He is a very savvy rusher. He's more savvy than he should be at this stage in the NFL because he just went into the league and he's already looking like he could be a very good player. Now, some people are saying that they have him as a dark horse for the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. I really don't know. There's some defensive talent in this draft class, but he might not start. So it's going to be hard to win that if you're not starting. But hey, man, you never know. But I know it's going to be an uphill battle on who's going to be the best edge rusher on this team. It's definitely going to be a battle. It's really going to be a battle. But hey, man, you never know. Felix may be able to do it. He has a lot of experience at college. And it's got to give him an opportunity. Last year, George Karlaftis had a very big opportunity. And it was clear that he was going to be the starter. But Felix Anudike, I don't know if it's that clear because Charles Omenihu is going to be a very good player as well. So out of them two, they're going to have to compete for that starting spot, and it's all about who's more hungry and who's ready for the moment. Either way, the Kansas City Chiefs defensive line is going to be very special this year, and their defense as a whole, and I honestly can't wait to see it. And I know all Chiefs fans can't wait to see it as well. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, drop a comment. I try to get back to all y'all comments as much as I can, but it be hard sometimes. I be very busy, but if I don't reply, I'll definitely heart it, so that means I seen it. And just keep supporting, man. Keep supporting. I love y'all. That first YouTube check definitely motivated me. Trust me, this is never going to stop. And when September comes, man, the content's going to be even more better. Chiefs priority, and I'm out. Peace.